Hi there, I'm Jason Donovan, and you'd better be watching Motormouth.
Morning! Nice to see you again. Welcome to Motormouth. Oh, go on then. He's been dying to tell you this.
Yeah, remember last week I went to Egypt on Concorde? Oh, yes, they're still in good form. With the winner of Weird Dreams, who was, of course, Jenny Page. And I must tell you, we had a fantastic time. Now, believe it or not, we travelled twice the speed of sound on Concorde. We actually went faster than a bullet. We went down a pyramid that was 3,000 years old. And we got ripped off on a camel. We had a fantastic time. All will be revealed later when I show you my holiday snaps.
Oh, no, not the holiday photos.
Yes!
Oh, no.
Now, I trust you're all having a good time on your own holidays. We break up as well today because this is the last Saturday Motormouth in the present series. Ah, yes, they're in good voice today. So we're going to have a cracker today. What am I doing? Later on, I'm going to be looking at a miniature fairground. And also in the studio, we've got Swan Lake performed as you've never seen it before.
We'll also be giving you the chance to ring us up with your Easter messages. Is there something you'd like to say to somebody? I'll give you the number in a few minutes. And Tony, well, Tony's got an easy morning this morning. He's going to be playing on pinball machines.
Easy show. Thanks very much. How are you this morning? Good morning. We've got a great show musically for you because we've got Kylie on the show, which I'm quite happy about, as I'm sure you can imagine. And listen carefully, because we'll be playing Kylie's brand new single, which is called Hand on Your Heart, and it'll be the first time it's been played anywhere in the world, so it'll be one of the first to listen to it. Also musically this morning, then Jericho. Good morning, Jasper.
Hi,
How are you?
Fine, very well.
All right, what song are you showing us this morning? Your brand new video, isn't it?
Yeah, brand new video, and this is What Does It Take?
Uh-huh.
So we'll be looking
All right, we'll be chatting to you later on. Also music this morning from Brother Beyond. Good morning to Steve and Nathan.
Morning.
Good morning. What are you playing for us?
We're doing a new single, Can You Keep a Secret? And
yeah, we've also got a special doo-woppy version of The Harder I Try.
Oh, brilliant. Now listen, I've got to ask you two, are you chocolate freaks?
completely.
Yeah? Well, that's a good job. We'll find out why a bit later.
Good to see all the fellas again. Actually, Mark Shaw from Then Jericho was supposed to come in with Jasper, but he's not well today, unfortunately, so get well soon, Mark.
Yes, get well soon, Mark.
Hope you're watching Motormouth today. Well, this is what's coming up if you are. We've got two portions of The Real Ghostbusters, one at 9:50 and one at 10:40.
And this week's survival clip is all about Neil. Oh, made a mistake. I mean baboons.
Thank you very much. I'll get you back sometime today. Of course, I'll be talking to Jasper later on. We'll be talking about the new single and having a listen to it.
And if you think Dirty Dancing is Tap Dancing Dustman, you've got another thing coming. Find out what it really is later on.
You're very witty this morning. I've spent most of the week up in the air. First on Concorde, then in a helicopter. See what happened.
And if Tony goes out with Kylie once more, people will start to talk. What is going on?
Not that sad old routine again. Tony chasing Kylie. Have you arranged to meet her again, or what, Tone?
Listen, I wouldn't tell you even if I had, Neil, thank you very much, but I have sent her an Easter egg. And I'm sure lots of people are going to be sending Easter eggs this week and probably spending a lot of money. We'll be sending Easter eggs to aunties, sisters, girlfriends, brothers and so on. And spending a lot of money because Easter eggs range in price from something as little as £1 all the way up to £8. So that's what we're going to look at this morning with the help of Brother Beyond and our other judges as well. And we want to know whether you're actually getting value for money. If you buy a big flashy Easter egg, are you just getting a lot of cardboard? So that's what we're looking at. And we've divided the eggs up into 4 categories: under £1, under £2, under £3 and under £8. And in each category, we're going to get our judges to award marks out of 5 for value for money and marks out of 5 for taste. So, on to the first category, where we find Steve and Rhonda. Good morning.
Morning.
All your eggs are under £1. Unfortunately, you haven't got that many.
Yeah, we're going to check them all out.
You are?
Oh, yeah.
I bet you are. Right. Under £2, we find Nathan and Nathan.
Yo, Nath, yeah.
Nathan, meet Nathan, and Nathan, meet Nathan. Hey. Good morning. Now, you've got quite a few more eggs here.
Yeah, I'm going to be checking out the crunchy and the flake, definitely. That's my cup of tea. What about
yeah?
you, Nath? Hey, Nat, good one. Yeah.
All right, we'll see how they
yo.
get on a bit later on. Moving on to under £3, slightly more flashy eggs here. And we have Carl and Courtney. Good morning.
All right, how you doing?
What do you reckon of these eggs, then?
Well, they look a bit upside down to me, unfortunately.
I'm sure they'll taste just the same.
Courtney. You're having arguments already.
All right. OK, we'll find out in about 20 minutes' time what you think of those.
Right.
And under £8,
Right.
David and Grant. Good morning.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah. Now, you've got quite a lot of flashy eggs here. They look quite expensive. Do you think they're actually worth the money or just the boxes?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, look at this. This is a bit garish, isn't it? A bit
All right, well,
tacky.
you just have to open it and see, won't you? All right, thank you very much. We'll come back to them in 20 minutes' time to see what they think the best eggs are this year. Thank you all very much. I'm sure they're going to enjoy chomping away on that lot.
You know what my favourite Easter eggs are?
Go on.
Those really big ones with even more chocolate inside. Love them.
Now, from Easter eggs to Easter messages, is there something you'd like to say to somebody? Maybe upset somebody in the week and you want to say sorry. Maybe you want to say Happy Easter, Grandma Kath, depending, of course, of what your grandma's name is. Or maybe there's somebody you haven't seen for ages you'd like to get in touch with. Whatever your message, give us a ring on 0622 600 000 and we'll do our best to read out as many as possible.
Yeah, I've got a message for you.
Go on.
Mickey Mouse is on next. Well, from cartoon fun to all the fun of the fair. Now, if you're like me and you enjoy a visit to a fairground, then join me on a trip down memory lane to Loads Fun Fair. Well, were you fooled? This is, of course, a 1/16th scale fairground, and this is John and Martin Loads. Good morning, fellas.
Good morning, too.
Now, John, who actually made the fairground?
My father built everything that you see here today.
Good old Dad, eh?
Yes,
How long did
yes.
it take him to do it?
Oh, he's been going on it for about 65 years now. The
Wow.
traction engine is the oldest thing that we've got on display today, standing over by the cakewalk, built in 1928.
Now, why did he start?
Well, he lived in the market town of Thetford in Norfolk, and when the fairground came to the town when he was a lad, it was the highlight of the year. He got caught up with the glamour of it all and decided if he couldn't have the real fair, he'd have the next best thing.
Smashing, you can just imagine his feeling when the fairground came into town, can't you?
Oh,
And he
yes.
must have been so excited.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, let's have a look at some of the rides themselves. Let's go to the galloping horses, because that's actually my favourite in the fairground.
Yes, Gallop is one of the nicest rides in our model fun fair and very popular on the real fairground to this very day.
Yeah, it's traditionally an old favourite, that, isn't it?
Absolutely, yes.
Martin, you actually own one of the rides
Yeah,
here.
my roundabout's the one next to the Gallopers.
And when did you get that?
My granddad made it for me for a Christmas present.
What a smashing original Christmas present. Now, I think one of the most impressive rides here is the Ben Hur.
Yes, one of the largest rides in the fairground, built in 1935.
And what materials do you use in all the pieces?
Everything's built out of wood or metal, whatever would be applicable to the real thing, so that it can be built to good engineering standards, so it's reliable in operation.
So it really is authentic.
Absolutely, yes.
And is it difficult to maintain?
Well, you know, you obviously have to keep your eye on things.
Dusting it out every now and then.
Absolutely, yes, yes.
OK, well, let's have a look at the Helter Skelter. Now, I noticed this little chap that's coming down the Helter Skelter. How many times has he done that?
He's done it around about 1 million times now since it was made.
1 million? You've actually
Yes,
worked it out?
Yes, about every half minute he comes down there.
Must have cost him a fortune.
Yes.
OK, now the ride next to that, I must admit, this is a ride I never actually went on till I was 16 because I was actually scared. It's the Ghost Train. A few sniggers there from the audience. What about you, Martin? Do you like the Ghost Train?
No,
Bit scared yourself?
yeah.
Don't blame me. You never know what's coming, do you? What about the Ghost Train then, John?
Yes, still happily on the fairground, operating most successfully.
Again, a traditional favourite.
Yes, yes.
Now, I noticed there's some stores over here that I don't recognise. One is the Oriental Mystery and one is the Palace of Variety. What's that?
Yes, in the olden days there were a lot more shows on the fairgrounds than there are now, bringing unusual things for the people to see. And you can see in the front of the Palace of Varieties we've got the dancing girls there to lure the customers in and bring more punters.
And behind the older stuff there, we've got the Super Loops, which is, I presume it's a more modern
A
thing.
very modern ride, yes. One of the so-called thrill rides that turn you upside down, inside out, and some people enjoy it.
So what do you prefer, the older ones or the
yes,
newer ones?
leave me with the old time. Yes.
You're a traditionalist.
Yes.
What about you, Martin? I expect you prefer the newer ones.
No, I prefer the old ones as
Do
well.
you?
Yeah.
Why's that?
I don't know, they're not so thrilling. I don't like all the ones where you go upside down and everything. But my ambition is to get a set of Gallopers.
Oh, brilliant. So you want to own a full-size one?
Yes.
Oh, that'd be great. I hope you get to do that. So this is half the fairground, John. Where can we actually see the full fairground?
Yes.
Because you know you have it set up somewhere.
Yes, it's all set up at the Pleasurewood Hills American Theme Park at Langstroth, and it will be open there for the entire summer.
OK, well, best of luck with it for the future. Tell your dad to keep on building.
Yes, he'll be watching today, so I hope he's heard you.
Good. Well, good luck with that, Fred. You keep building, because I think it's brilliant. Let's just enjoy it. All the fun of the fair. Smashing. Thank you very much, fellas.
Good, thank you very much.
Beautiful. What a
Isn't that
clever name
great?
Mr. Loads is.
That's brilliant. Now, earlier on this week, we found this fantastic piece of old film. We thought it was really, really funny, and we thought you'd like to have a quick look too. So here it is.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. I know you get to like it if you give it a chance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. My little baby sister can do it with me. It's easier than learning your ABC. So come on, do the locomotion with me. You gotta swing your hips now. Come on, baby, jump up, jump back. Well, I think you got the knack. Whoa, whoa, now that you can do it, let's make a change now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. A chug motion like a railroad train now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Do it nice and easy now, don't lose control. A little bit of rhythm and a lot of soul. Come on, do the locomotion with me. Yeah. Move around the floor in a locomotion. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Do it holding hands if you get the notion. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. There's never been a dance that's so easy to do. It even makes you happy when you're feeling blue. So come on, do the locomotion with me. Come on, you gotta swing your hips now. Come on, that's right. You're doing fine. Come on, do the locomotion. Come on, baby. Come on, do the locomotion. Jump back. Come on, jump back.
Brilliant. That was really funny. And the music was Little Eva's Locomotion.
Still to come, we've got the first part of Ghostbusters, and I'm going to be chatting to Brother Beyond and finding out what they've been up to lately. So stay with us.
In the neighborhood, who you gonna call? There's something.
They're great, Tony.
Sure, the dolphins aren't bad either.
2 volunteers, please. The little boy and the cuddly tiger.
Cuddly? I'll show them. Oh, that's a pretty big dolphin.
That's a killer whale.
Yikes!
The secret formula in Kellogg's Frosties turns a good breakfast into a great breakfast.
Okay.
Sure, I had a whale of a time.
Kellogg's Frosties bring out the tiger in you.
And you.
Have you seen what's new at McDonald's? It's a Happy Meal. A hamburger or a cheeseburger. A bag of regular fries and a regular soft drink. And there's a tub of Play-Doh in every Happy Meal box. Plop into McDonald's and you can collect all 4.
Now 14.
You better stop before
Sam Brown, the legendary Roy Orbison. Erasure, yes, Phil Collins. And the number ones from Simple Minds, Mark Almond and Gene Pitney.
Something's got hold of my heart.
32 top chart hits brought together on one great double album. Now that's what I call music. 14.
When you wash, this is what you see. This is what you don't see. Hidden dirt soap and cleansers alone can't reach. Discover a thorough clean, Buff Puff Clean. Use your favorite soap and a Buff Puff facial sponge. Its gentle lifting action removes makeup, unclogs pores, lifts dead skin to reveal fresh, glowing skin. Discover the beauty of cleaner skin. Get Buff Puff Clean every day. Buff Puff facial sponges and disposable singles.
What do we pick that Jasper's pick? Fruit, tempting fruit.
Hey. Unpeel new McVitie's Fruit Jaspers and you'll find a blend of oranges, lemons and limes baked into every biscuit with the tangy taste of real citrus fruit. New McVitie's Fruit Jaspers.
Fruit, tempting fruit.
So fruity you'll be flabbergasted.
Tiny tears once her dad. Shh. Now you've made her cry. She's all wet. Just like her dad.
Tiny Tears, the original doll that wets and cries.
Apparently, there are more than 20 different kinds of English cheddar. It's news to me.
Anyway, you please it, cheese it.
Man, we are so smooth.
Bursting with goodness and not artificial additives. Set yogurts from Munch Bunch, the Goodness Bunch.
Welcome back. Your Easter messages are coming in thick and fast. And as usual, we've got some silly ones tucked in there. To Mummy, be my bunny. Lots of love, Kelly King.
To Beth Allen, be my honey bunny. Love, Giles, and please phone me.
Ah, oh, here's a nice one. Alison, Phil, Roger and Yoita, thanks for being the best parents in the world. Love, Mary and Claire. Right, coming up a little later on, we've got the Real Ghostbusters.
And Brother Beyond will be playing their new single, That Is If They Haven't Made Themselves Sick from Eating Too Many Easter Eggs.
Yes, well, they've certainly been chomping their way through quite a bit in our little Easter egg survey this morning. Now, if you remember, we had 4 categories, the first of which was under £1. Now, they've had 20 minutes to have a look at them. What do you reckon, then, about the under £1 eggs?
Well, we've done some extensive chomping.
I can see, yeah.
And our favourite was this one, the Cadbury's Buttons.
So the Buttons is the winner. What would you give that out of 5 for taste?
Rhonda is the score monitor.
4 for taste. What about value for money? 4 again, making a grand score of 8. All right, let's put that just there. So, in our under £1 category, 8 marks for Buttons. OK, moving on to under £2, and here we have Nathan. Oh, they're still going,
We're still surveying heavily here.
Have you come up with a winner, then?
Yeah, mate.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, OK. Yep, Aero, we feel, is the best overall.
Right. Any close runners-up at all, or...?
Well, they're all basically roughly the same. You know, you get an egg plus whatever, you know, like 2 little crunchies or 2 little Cadbury cream eggs.
Right.
You get roughly the same for your money.
Now, some of them you actually get mugs to keep, don't you? I mean, that's not bad getting a mug out of it, but that wasn't the winner.
No.
Aero was. All right, what are the marks for taste, then?
5.
5 for taste. What about value for money?
No.
4, making a grand total of 9.
9 overall.
That's upside down, though.
I knew that. Do you know, it's really interesting fact here. Nat, you've got a brother, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Matt.
And do you get on?
Yep.
It's nice to see a Nathan and a Matt getting on, don't you think so?
Less said about that,
blood,
the
give me
better.
some...
Thank you very much. We'll leave them to it. They're obviously busy, going to carry on eating away. So 9 points for the under £2 category. Under £3, yes,
Chocolate
it's Carl and Courtney.
Right.
Look at this mess, honestly.
We were going to say that Roses was the best, but watch this, OK? Watch, look. They don't bounce.
Oh, what?
They don't
They're
bounce.
great,
What's the
they're
point of
great.
Easter egg doesn't bounce?
So that obviously wasn't the winner then. What was?
Well, we tell you what the naffest one is. I'm sorry, but anyone who buys this, no. This is a big no-no.
What's the problem with that?
It tastes horrible, doesn't it? Don't you think, Courtney? It's got
Yeah.
triangles all over. It's got triangles all over it.
Calm down, Nathan. So what was your winner then for under £3?
Our winner is Buttons, yeah.
All right, and what do you give that?
Don't try and eat the money box, because It hurts your teeth if you try it at the
So you get a free money box. Come on in, let's have your marks for taste.
5.
Right, and what about value for money?
1.
1, making an overall score of 6.
Oh, yeah.
6, thank you, Carl. Yeah, so 6 for buttons. And under £8 is the expensive category with all the tip-top eggs here.
Oh, yes.
David and Grant, what have you come up with? Oh, there's the winner. That's an expensive one.
I just wanted to point it out, a little minor item.
So what was your favourite then?
The walnut whip.
The walnut whip. Why was that?
It's nice and milky.
I mean, being abused.
It's actually, I must admit that Grant pointed it out. It is the best.
It looks good as well, doesn't it?
It is lovely, isn't it?
All right, so
delicious,
marks for value
delicious.
then. What would you give it for value?
Oh, here we go.
4 for value
It's
out
a big
of 5.
4.
Not bad. What about taste?
All right, here it comes.
3. So an overall mark of 7.
All right,
for
here
the
we go.
walnut whip egg.
And here it is.
Thank you.
Can I just point out the Kit Kat one, just because I like Kit Kats, and
that's
you do
not
get
bad either.
A free mug in there, so I just want to point that one out.
All right, thank you. But that makes the overall winner in our under £2 category, going back into the danger zone with Nathan a bit. 9 points, under £2. There we are. That's the winner. That's the Aero egg. Well, there you are. There's a few hints on what to do and what not to do when you're buying Easter eggs this year.
I knew it would get messy.
This is my favourite. Actually, I think this is my favourite. No, definitely this.
If you were testing them, Neil, there'd be no Easter eggs left. Here's Ghostbusters. Slimer, come home.
Who you gonna call?
Will they get to Slimer in time? Find out in part 2 of Ghostbusters. We've got lots more Easter messages to James Carr, alias Rowcastle. Happy Easter, lots of love, Mum.
Happy Easter to all the children at Durham Road School from Michelle Penn.
To Jack and Charlie, have a nice Easter holiday, love, Mum.
Aye, here's one that's going to cause a bit of trouble. Hello to Jamie Woods. Arsenal are still going to win the championship. What do you reckon? Sorry, that's from Neil Smith.
Special message blah, 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 for Ian Hembury. Missing you lots and lots, love, Python.
Happy holidays, Sally and Amy. Love from your Easter Bunny from Jim Jam. Our Easter Bunny. Well, from Easter Bunnies to our resident pinball wizard, Mr. G.
Thank you very much. Yes, these are all, of course, pinball tables. I'm sure you recognise them. I'm sure, indeed, that at some time or another you've actually had a go on them. I know I have. And the latest step for them is to be converted onto one of these. What is that? Well, it's a home computer disc. We'll find out exactly what's happening to that later. But first, a little more about pinball. Someone who's going to tell us all about that is Geoff Harvey. Good morning.
Hello, Tony. Hello.
Now, this looks like quite an early version here. Is that right?
Absolutely. Pin tables started with bagatelle boards, basically. But the thing they have in common with pin tables, you've got a play board, you have a ball, and you've got a flipper, and I'll use my finger this time.
Right.
Oh, how many points? Oh,
None,
dear,
I'm afraid.
nothing at all.
OK.
During the
next step,
30s, this was all the rage, and the difference between this and the other bagatelle game is you insert money this time. In fact, there used to be prizes on certain scores.
Ah, so people are starting to make money out of it.
Absolutely.
Right. It is a bit more complicated, this one.
Yeah, not doing too well today.
No points this morning for you?
Oh, 500.
Oh, no, 500.
That's
All right, not
that's
bad, not bad.
In Japan, the Eastern thing here is pachinko games, which are very, very simple. I mean, they're video games, incredibly complicated, but absolutely addicted to these. Not a lot of skill, I'm afraid, and a bit boring. In fact, some of the new ones are little television screens. They can watch
I can understand
Motormouth while playing even.
The interesting thing is, I suppose, that Japan is where all today's modern games come from, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, these look slightly more familiar.
The wonderful thing here is the invention of electricity. And during the 40s, it became a lot more complicated. And by the 60s, we got powered flippers, automatic totalisers, and bright lights and lots of noise. And bells
it's very
and stuff.
colourful too, isn't it?
Yeah, and the artwork started really to come into its own at this time.
Right, moving slightly more up to date.
This is one of the early electronic tables. When computers came in, they could do a lot more with pin tables as well, as you see. With electronic scores, a lot more features, electronic noise, and of course, all good pin tables are tilt.
So you can't cheat. OK. Now, this looks like one of the latest developments.
Yeah, this is sort of a mega machine, really. This one not only talks, analyses its own problems, loads of good artwork and stuff, flashing lights, and up to 3 balls in play at the same time. In fact, I'm just going to embark on a police chase at this moment.
Now, the interesting thing is about this one, I heard it a bit earlier on, it actually talks as well, doesn't it?
And in an American accent as well, actually.
So what, you've got 3 balls in play?
3 balls, and the trace is on. Wish me luck.
So that is really the state of the art, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is the business, definitely.
Well, the next step you might have already seen in some arcades because they have now converted pinball tables into standard-looking video games. You've got all the usual facilities, plus a few extras, different screens, that sort of thing, and you can do everything on there that you can do on a traditional pinball table. Now, in the same way that Geoff supplies pinball machines for private houses, that's kind of similar to what Neil Jackson has done. Good morning, Neil.
Morning.
What exactly have you done?
Well, it's our job to convert the video arcades that you see here into the home computer versions.
That's where this comes in.
That's right, back into the living room again.
Now, was that a difficult thing to do then?
Yes, it is pretty difficult. Obviously, the first thing is that pinball table is usually very narrow and long.
Yeah.
And a home computer version is obviously got to be wide, so we have to squeeze it down a bit. And the most difficult thing is the ball movement, which is like really difficult to get.
It looks very convincing to me. I mean, it just does look like a ball going up and down.
Well, hopefully that's because my team Forcefield have actually cracked it, and it does look like the real thing. But I can actually cheat if I go in here. This is a prototype version, and move the ball around in all sorts of weird fashions like this, and knock things down, which is
not very natural.
Not really natural at all.
Lacks a bit of gravity.
That's right. That's what it's all about.
Okay, so what are the advantages with having it on a home computer?
Well, hopefully the biggest advantage is as we pointed out, that it's really quite very small.
Yeah.
It doesn't take up nearly so much size as these things do, and it all comes in at under £25, which is a lot
not bad,
cheaper.
especially if you're used to spending a lot of 10p's.
That's right.
Of course, I suppose you need a computer, though.
Well, obviously, yes, you do. We've designed it for the Amiga, the Atari ST, Commodore 64, Spectrum, and the Amstrad.
All right, thank you very much, Neil. And if you'd like to win one of these, we've got 20 of them to give away, one of these time scanner pinball machines for your home computer, it's quite simple. What we want you to do is just drop us a line and complete the following phrase. What goes up must... Quite simple. Just complete that phrase. One of these 20 games could be yours. And don't forget to tell us what computer you've got, of course. It's the usual address to write to. It's Motormouth, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent. ME14 5LL. And you could be the lucky owner of one of these.
I'm hopeless at pinball machines. What about you lot?
We're maniacs since we were rehearsing for the tour. There's a pinball machine in the studios and we all completely besotted.
Excuse the mice in the background.
Big mice, sorry.
So who's the best on the pinball machines out of all of you then?
No,
Don't fight, boys. Don't fight.
Definitely not me, it's Carl.
Now, I've got a letter here from you and actually a little present. If you want to hold one end and pull it out, you can... Who can read?
David.
David, would you like to read it?
I love brother Beyond.
Beyond, yes. You're so modest. That's from Claire Stanfield, who lives in Sheffield, and she's also sent a picture of David that she took at one of your concerts. And actually, you're wearing the same top, David.
And he's not eating. It's the first.
She wants you to sign it so I can send it back to her.
Brilliant.
And she says that David's her favourite.
Well, there has to be one, doesn't it?
Novelty value.
Now, talking about your fans, last night, did you know there's a couple of girls who camped outside TVS here, waiting to see you? Did you know that?
We did actually.
Well, I didn't say it. We swished past in a limo with a blacked out window. Sorry.
Security.
No, we asked the security to sort of give them a cup of coffee. I don't know whether they did, but
I think they probably did.
We're very flattered.
If they're watching, they're all crazy.
Yes, especially Donna.
If their mums are watching, they're not staying with each other, they're outside.
How does that make you feel? I mean, these girls following you around and sleeping outside, how does that make you feel?
Wanted?
Well, it's very flattering, but sometimes I think, people could be a bit more careful about themselves. We were a bit worried about them, actually, last night.
Who were your idols when you were, 14, 15? Who were your idols, David?
Oh, blimey. Been put on the spot here. Ooh, trying to think. Brian Ferry rocks the music, I really like.
Oh, it's incredible.
What about you?
Well, I'm bound to say Donny Osmond, really, aren't I?
Donny Osmond, what about you, Carl?
Me, any tragic disco star, someone on roller skates.
A tragic disco star?
Yeah, anyone on roller skates.
And you've just been on tour, haven't you, Nathan? Enjoy yourself?
Yeah, it was great. For me, that's the best part about being in Brother Beyond, because when you're actually on stage, the audience is there. They can react against what you do and vice versa. So, kind of like you get this.
What was the highlight of the tour? Would you all say?
Every night was a highlight, really, isn't it?
Every time we went
Manchester is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
so hello to everyone in Manchester.
Yeah. Sheffield was great. Yeah,
Edinburgh was great.
Got about 50 bras.
That's where Claire comes from, Sheffield.
Yeah, Newport was great.
Happening gig at
And what's coming up next? What are you up to next? Now you finish the tour.
Well, we got the new single out this week, Can You Keep a Secret? So repeat. In the shops now. No, we're promoting that. But the next big thing's going to be America. We're going to sort of conquer the States, hopefully.
Ever been to America before?
No, only he has.
I've been there once travelling, but not to work as a band. No.
How do you think your reception will be in America? How do you think they'll like your music?
Well, judging by the people we met last week, crazy. They're all bonkers.
Right, well, thanks very much for being with us today. You're going to play your single now, so do you want to go and get yourselves ready?
Yay.
What nice chats. While they get themselves ready, this is going to be Brother Beyond and their new single, which was released on Monday. It's in the shops this afternoon. This is Brother Beyond. Are you ready, chaps? And can you keep a secret?
All the colors fading. I write your name on a window pane, like a prayer in a church for you. I can't live alone. I need you by my side. Can you keep me? Can you keep a secret? I'll give you love, any kind of loving. Can you keep me secret? So give me love, so keep me secret too. I watch your car as it passes by. In Silvertown, everything is hazy. You call my home when I'm all alone. I wear the scars like a badge for you. I can't live alone. I need you by my side. Can you keep me? Can you keep a secret? I'll give you love, any kind of loving. Can you keep me secret? So give me love, so keep secret too. My secret love, my secret love, my secret. My secret love, my secret love, my secret. I can't live alone. I need you by my side. Can you keep me? Can you keep a secret? I'll give you love, any kind of loving. Can you keep me secret? So give me love, so keep secret to love. Can you?
What do you reckon?
8 for content.
Value for money?
Neil.
Right, still to come. Baboons, Swan Lake, and then...
Jericho. And
yeah,
there's Kylie as
I'll
well.
give you 3 for that.
Thank you.
Have you noticed how perfect a baby's foot is? At Clark's, we see no reason why it shouldn't stay that way. With a shoe that comes in whole and half sizes, and up to 4 width fittings, because every tiny foot is different. A shoe that cradles the heel, so it won't slip or rub. That has up to 3 months growing room. And a sole that is as flexible as your baby's own. Oops, sorry. In fact, a shoe that will be as gentle on your baby's feet as you are. Clark's. Tiny feet in safe hands.
I want my
Honey. Sugar
fluffs, you'll go monster mad for the honey.
Sprite's new. Sprite's here. She's Sprite.
The taste of Sprite is here.
Sheer taste. Sheer Sprite.
With a squeeze of real lemon and lime to let the taste live free. I tried the taste and now my choice is clear.
Sheer taste. Sheer Sprite.
Oh, Penny. Oh, Penny, can we play with your gypsy caravan? Hello there, Mr. Milkman. Good morning, Mr. Postman. Can we stop at the market, what a super-duper scooter, and go to the gymkhana? Your speedboat does so fast. Oh, Penny, what a wonderful world you live in.
Oh, Penny.
From Bluebird.
At Howlett's, you can see gorillas, for real. There are over 800 rare animals at Howlett's and Port Lim Zoo Parks. Catch them soon.
HB Fruity gives everything a tang.
Discover soya margarine and bring a bit of taste back into your life.
Hello, welcome back. And last week's survival competition question was, what do pelicans eat? Well, the answer is fish.
Whole fish.
And nothing but fish. And the first 10 correct answers each get a copy of the Wildlife Cameraman video. And they are Lucinda Turner,
Andrew Mitchell,
David Smith,
Eloise John and Amelia Williams,
Nicola Monaghan,
Fiona Steele,
Craig and Chris Trickett,
Felicity Johnson,
and Stephen Hillman. Well done, everyone.
and Jonathan Wood. That's 10 altogether. Coming up on the red stripe at the bottom of the screen, we also had a competition to win 10 more survival videos, and these are the winners. These were the first 10 correct answers that came in. If you remember, we asked you to write the word baboons onto a postcard.
Terribly difficult.
Yeah, no catch, you just had to write the words. We had a few dodgy spellings though, didn't we?
There were a few dubious spellings.
Well, of course, the answer was baboons. So all these 10 people on the bottom of the screen, they'll get a copy of the video, clip of which is coming up now.
And monkeys. There's no arguing the fact that the primates, like this baboon, are our nearest relatives on this earth. The chimpanzee probably comes closest to being human. Not that that's necessarily flattering to the chimp. Nevertheless, when it comes to parenthood, or more correctly, motherhood, baboons come near the top of the league. How much more protective can you get? Baboons are almost obsessive mothers. True, motherhood for them doesn't last very long, at most a few months. But in that short time, before the young become independent, baboon mothers and their offspring perform many actions which human parents are bound, however unscientifically, to compare with their own family experiences.
Baboons, and they're beautiful.
Well, that's part of the survival series, and they are out on video, of course, and they really are a smashing series, aren't they? I've really enjoyed showing them. Brilliant.
What was your favourite one, do you think?
Penguins, but they were all flopping around. What
I think
about you?
mine was the mountain gorillas.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay. From mountain gorillas to Tony.
And with a tall story.
Thank you very much. Let me present to you Søren and Daniela, otherwise known as Balet-Tico Fantastico. And they're going to perform for us Swan Lake, as you've never seen it before, on stilts.
I'm absolutely hopeless on stilts. Terrible.
Now, it's a very cultured show this morning, from Swan Lake to Hamlet. Well, Hamlet-ish. This is Roadrunner and To Beep or Not to Beep.
I still don't understand what it's got to do with Shakespeare, but never mind.
It was called To Beep or Not to Beep.
Oh, right.
More Easter messages. To George and Peter, don't forget to take your medicine. Love, Hilary.
And I've got another one here. Say hello to Joanna Chick, and that comes from Melissa and all of 1T.
To my pen pal, Dean, can you please write back, love, Dominic Rooney?
And now, here's Neil with Jasper from Then Jericho.
Yeah, I've got Jasper here with me. Jasper's just telling me that he's got an Easter message for someone. Go on,
yeah,
Jasper.
I've got a message for Susan and for Pam and Arlene, actually. So.
And what's the message?
The message, I love you all.
Oh,
my eyes.
Right then, he's got himself well into trouble there. Let's continue. Everyone else has broken up for Easter. What are you guys up to?
Well, we're actually working the rest of the day. We're doing a bit of recording this afternoon, so as soon as I finish here, I'm zipping up to the studio.
Okay.
Mark, unfortunately, has come down with a bit of a stomach bug today.
Has he?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been a bit of it flying around, so hopefully he should be better by next week.
Get well soon then, Mark.
Exactly.
Too much partying, you see, Mark.
And then I'm off to, we're off to Europe.
Yeah.
And Spain, and then we come back here in May. right, where we're going to do May the 10th British tour and ending up at Hammersmith on the 21st.
Brilliant.
Yes.
So you're not getting a holiday at all, are you?
No, not at all, really. I just get a couple of days off and that's it.
Now let's talk a bit about the new single. What does it take? It's the second single from the Big Area album.
That's right, yeah.
You know, a couple of years ago, many years ago, in fact, people all had black and white tellies and they couldn't wait to get colour televisions.
Right.
Now, as we've all got colour televisions, you guys are making videos in black and white. Why is this?
Classic. It's a classic stuff. I think just, you know, it's very difficult in you know, the time you get shown on video to actually get something across. But we try to make things not too overblown, but I think using black and white this time has been good. I mean, we did it in our original video on Muscle Deep. We cut black and white with colour. So there's something about black and white which is really good.
It's very stylish and sophisticated, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It also gets it doesn't make the band look overblown, you know.
No.
Which we're not overblown.
Well, what about your sound? Your sound's getting a bit harder, isn't it?
Yeah, we've definitely moved on from when we started with our first album. I think, you know, I listened to the first album now. I cringe a little bit actually listening back to it. I think we've all matured a bit, you know, as we've gone on, and you know, our songwriting has come a long way as well, you know.
Well, it's certainly, I wish you well with the single. It's certainly
Thanks.
good to hear those old guitars thrashing away.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here's the new single. What does it take? Good luck with it.
Thanks.
That's then Jericho and Mark Shaw. What do you reckon of the video then?
Neuf pois.
No. Still to come on Motormouth, Kylie Minogue, and what's going to happen to Slimer in Ghostbusters?
And I'll be meeting some dirty dancers, so stay with us.
This is today's army. In today's army, equipment has reached a new level of sophistication. In today's army, our infantry have to be the best trained soldiers in the world because they could go anywhere in the world. In today's army, firepower has to be matched by brain power. In today's army, the territorials and regulars work as a team, remove the TA, and we lose 1/3 of our strength. To find out more about the regulars or TA, phone 0800 555 555 now. Get in on the action.
Weetabix are giving away Corgi cars. There are 5 to collect, 1 free with every 8 tokens. So look for the special Weetabix boxes. Then, step on in.
A little music.
With the pot shots from Munch Bunch. The creamy, dreamy treat. Real fruit makes us scrumptious, incredibly delicious. Pot shots can't be beat.
It's the protein that keeps me floating. See you later, sister.
Hot shots from Munch Bunch, the goodness bunch.
An exciting day out for the family, Easter Sunday and Monday. Chilham Castle near Canterbury. Jousting, falconry and other attractions.
Still to come in the last Motormouth in this series, helicopters, Kylie Minogue, and will Slimer from Ghostbusters ever be seen again? Before all that, here's Neil.
Do you remember the designer wallpaper competition we had a couple of weeks ago? Well, here's the lady who designed the winning entry. This is Francesca Brennan. Behind her here is her winning wallpaper. Brilliant design. And this is Terry from Vymura Wallpapers. Good morning, Terry.
Morning, Neil.
Now, you took last Tuesday, was it?
That's right, yes.
Yeah, you took Francesca down to the Vymura factory there to watch her design being turned into wallpaper. We've actually got some photos here, if you could talk us through the process. So what's happening here, Terry?
This is Francesca's original drawing, which she's working with our designers in the studio. The first task is to turn the design into film artwork and separate the 4 colours that we're going to use for the eventual design.
Was it a good design to do that for?
Very much so, very much so. We then have to check using an epidiascope that when it all goes back together, it actually fits.
So what are you doing here, Francesca?
Mixing the ink to print the wallpaper.
Have you ever done any printing before?
No.
So that's what you're doing here, is it?
Yeah.
And there's the finished product. Were you pleased with it?
Yeah.
So what's she doing there then?
Well, this is where we go over to the actual production facility, where we go onto the main machine. We stop after the first run to check that Francesca's happy with the colour and the design.
And were you happy?
Yeah,
Good.
steady.
Thankfully she was, so we then press the button and go into full production.
And that's it coming off the rollers there, is it?
That's right. Once it's been printed, we have to emboss it and then turn it into rolls, wrap and label the finished article.
When you say emboss it, that's all the crinkly bits on it, isn't it?
That's right.
Wallpaper's always crinkly.
Put a textured finish. And there's Francesca sat on some of the reels that are waiting to be processed.
And there she is, the master designer. And here it is, the winning wallpaper. So you can present that to Francesca.
There you go.
You're going to do your bedroom with that?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And I don't know whether you can see it there. It says very tiny, the name of the wallpaper. It actually says Francesca. That is brilliant. Award-winning design. Will we see this in the shops?
Yes, from May onwards, this will be in the shops.
Excellent. Well done, Francesca. And thanks a lot, Terry. I think she deserves a nice round of applause for that, don't you?
Thanks.
Yes, well done, Francesca. Well, it's time for a bit more Ghostbusters, and Slimer was feeling hurt and unloved. Ah. And so he left home, and he got caught up with a nasty poltergeist. Will he be ever seen again? Have a look at this.
We don't call.
Slimer! 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 Come on,
Show him your food.
No.
Oh, no,
Don't do that. No. That's disgusting. Get your
We don't call.
Dirty Dancing is one of the most popular films around at the moment. It's the most rented video, and it also won the British Videogram Association's Award for Best Video. It's a 15 certificate, but don't worry, if you're under 15, it's got a fantastic soundtrack, and both the soundtrack and the video are now on sale. And just to whet your appetite, here's a clip from the film. This is Dirty Dancing.
What? No.
No, slow it down. Right here.
know if you'll be my girl. Hey, baby, I wanna know if you'll be my girl. When I saw you walking down the street, I said that's the kind of gal I like to meet. She's so pretty, Lord, she's fine. I'm gonna make her mine, all mine.
There really is some fantastic dancing in that film, and here with some more Dirty Dancing is Claire Perriam and Chris Manley.
About it, I wanna picture everything all right, cause I'm a love man. Ooh, baby, I'm a love man. That's what they call me, I'm a love man. Big on the love man. 6 feet 1 way, 210. Long hair, pretty fair skin. I'm long-legged and I'm a homicide. My, baby, I wanna take you on. I'm a love man. Take your hand in the hollow one down. Love man, that's all I am now. I'm just a love man.
Hey! What a clinch. Fantastic dancing and fantastic music. Now, we're going to have our own Dirty Dancing competition. There are prizes for the best Dirty Dancers. Are you feeling brave? Yeah! All right, hit it then.
Dancing is going to continue into the break, and we'll find out who's won afterwards.
Yes, and coming up, guess who gets to chat to guess who?
I could be so lucky.
I can't
Kylie.
imagine.
And I go up and away in a helicopter. All that coming up after this.
They're great, Tony.
Sure, the dolphins aren't bad either.
2 volunteers, please. The little boy and the cuddly tiger.
Cuddly? I'll show them. Oh, that's a pretty big dolphin.
That's a killer whale.
Yikes!
The secret formula in Kellogg's Frosties turns a good breakfast into a great breakfast.
Okay.
Sure, I had a whale of a time.
Kellogg's Frosties bring out the tiger in you.
And you.
Just call AAA and tell them I'm somewhere stuck between Santa Barbara and Mexico.
Hey, all right, mister?
Great.
Hey, what happened?
I was driving down past the diner and I kind of like flipped out there for a second, and the truck flipped out with me.
What do you got in there anyway?
20,000 cans of cola.
20,000 cans of cola?
Whoa.
Pepsi cola?
Well, come to think of it, no.
In America, a cola by any other name just isn't the same.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on over to my place. Hey, you.
we're having a windy. We'll be swinging, dancing and singing. Won't you come on over tonight? Won't you come on over tonight? Yeah, 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 yeah.
Every day has its moments. Make sure some of them are golden moments. With Ferrero Rocher.
Now 14. Banana-rama. Just one of 32 top chart hits. Now that's what I call music 14.
Rotunda Amusement Park Folkestone has something for all the family. Entrance is free. You pay when you ride or buy a wristband and ride all day. Lots of new breathtaking rides like the Super 8 roller coaster, Log Flume, the popular Bounty and Waltzer. Every Sunday is market day. Rotunda Amusement Park is open daily all season on Folkestone seafront.
This is Perriam and this is Chris Manley. They're our judges. They're professional dancers. Now, have you picked your winners?
We've picked. It was very hard, but we thought the girl in the red top was very good.
Over here.
Yeah, and the other girl, which was in the navy blue. Yeah. The two girls dancing together, but the best we decided in the end was the two in the corner, the one with the pink shirt, and the little red trousers.
Right at the back there.
Rather good. Yeah.
Hello, in the pink shirt and the red trousers. Hello, you're the winners. Round of applause. Well done. Well done. Why did you pick these two? Do you want to come and stand here so everyone can see you?
They did a few bits, which was quite, innovative.
You were dangerous, were you?
And Chris thought they had great musicality.
Did you feel dangerous? Do you like dancing?
I suppose.
Well, you're the winners. Well done. You get a dirty dancing jacket. It's going to be a bit big. Look at that. Do you think you could wear it as a coat?
Grow into it.
Well done. And you get a dirty dancing jacket too. And there's lots of prizes for all our runners-up. So well done, everyone.
Well done.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now with me is Lieutenant Commander David George. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Neil.
And he's Chief Flying Instructor at R.N.A.S. Culdrose. Now that's a base for the big Sea King helicopters. And they, of course, are the big search rescue helicopters, am I right?
Yeah, see them on the news quite often.
Right. Now, David, you teach people to fly these helicopters. Is it difficult to learn?
Not desperately, no. Adaptability is the thing. Given enough time and enough money, you could actually teach anybody to fly a helicopter.
And what's this helicopter doing now?
Here we see a search and rescue Sea King with the crew practicing a cliff rescue. This is an exercise. There we have the diver going down the cliff, and he will shortly, there's the shot coming down, which he will collect, and a stretcher will be lowered to him. This would be to simulate a casualty on the foreshore there. The casualty would, of course, then be lowered into the stretcher and returned back to the aircraft.
Now, what amazes me, even the rough weather there, the helicopter is so still.
Yes, the pilot is trying to maintain a hover, and he's making very, very small corrections on control from the crewman in the back.
Now, that's the big Sea King helicopter. 15 of these in weight, equivalent to the takeoff weight of the Sea King. Now, this is the smallest private civilian helicopter. But, David, are the principles of flying this the same as the big Sea Kings?
Yes, they're absolutely the same. This is, needless to say, just a little bit smaller.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit. The main rotor blade over the top. Normally, of course, that's going around at a tremendous rate. As the air passes over the rotor blade, it develops lift. When that lift gets to the point where it's heavier than the weight of the aircraft, then the aeroplane will lift off the ground. And that needs to be controlled by the pilot.
Yeah.
So, if you have a look in the cockpit, the collective or thrust lever, this one, actually adjusts the pitch on the blade. So by raising that, we increase the pitch on the blade and the aircraft will go up. The pilot then lowers the lever, the collective, reduces that thrust, and the aircraft will come down, so climbing and descending fairly easily.
So in effect, what that lever is doing is it's altering the angle that the blades attack the air.
That's right, yes, and that will in turn adjust the amount of lift you get from the blades.
So the whole thing really is like one huge electric fan.
Yes, with adjustable blades on it. Yeah.
Of course, you can control it. And it's a bit bigger.
Just a little.
What about the rotor at the back?
Two functions on this. The engine is turning the main rotors. They're trying to go in one direction. Therefore, the body of the aeroplane will try to be going in the other direction.
Yeah.
So what the tail rotor does is stop that rotation of the body of the helicopter. The second use is that when the pilot is controlling it, he can actually change the pitch on this blade, adjust that force, and can control the direction he is pointing the helicopter.
So you've got full control of the aircraft. Now, this aircraft is actually flown by our director, Rick. Earlier on in the week, I went up with him. I tell you, Rick, this really is the way to fly. You know what? I'll tell you what it reminds me of. You know when you have a dream and you dream you're flying and you can go anywhere you like and do anything you like?
Yeah.
That's this.
Yeah. Yes, it is fantastic, actually. What I've got is the cyclic in my right hand, I've got the power lever and the throttle in my left hand, I've got the pedals left and right. Let's just show you what they're doing. Right? Now, I'm sitting in the hover, fairly stable, the wind is from my right slightly. Now, the pedals pushing that rotor around at the back, right?
Okay.
As I push them, it bites more air and therefore it'll push the body around. So if I go left pedal, right, round we go like that.
So that's biting into the wind.
Yeah, that's it. Right, that's taking it round like that. And back into the hover again. And if I push the right pedal, we'll go round to the right.
And it's now biting into the wind.
It's biting all the time.
Taking us in.
Just taking us round. Right, and then it's back again, level. Now, cyclic, this is the stick in my right hand, controls lateral, any direction rather, across the ground. So I sit in the hover, right? If I want to go right with it, I move the cyclic stick right, and guess what happens?
Go to the right.
We go right.
Yeah.
And if I move it left, we go left. Now, you can't do that in a fixed-wing aircraft. And I'll just show you that if you want to go backwards, right, I just bring the cyclic backwards, and guess what happens? We go backwards. So transition to forward flight. Now at the moment, because the blades are pushing the air down onto the ground, we're sitting on an air cushion. Transition to forward flight means I'm going to fall off that air cushion because it's going to go behind me as I move the blades angled. So as I do that, I have to bring in a bit of power lever. So cyclic forward, gently forward, roll off the air cushion, put a power in, and forward we go. Simple as that.
So how long have you been flying then, Rick?
I've been flying helicopters 4 years.
And is there much training involved?
Well, the minimum you need is 40 hours. Some people take more. You're not allowed to have less. That's the CAA requirement. At the end of it, you have to take a flying test.
And does this automatically mean that you can fly aeroplanes?
No, not at all. I don't fly aeroplanes. I only fly helicopters. It only means you're licensed for helicopters.
At the British Helicopter Championships, one of the exercises is to put a bucket full of water on the end of a rope, and the crewman then talks you through the slalom. So do you fancy going now?
You try and stop me. Nice and steady. Over to your left of 2 foot. 2 foot to your left. 2 foot to your left. 2 foot, a foot to your right now. Foot to your right. Right, now the bucket's swinging slightly, so we're going to have to just let it steady up a bit. Right, now we're right in smack in the middle. Smack in the middle. Okay, go for it.
We through that one?
We're through that one. We hit the right-hand one and we had a little splash, but nevertheless we're through. 2 foot off the ground. We're coming up to the 4. We're coming up to the 4. Left a bit, 1 foot. Left 1 foot and come up off the ground a bit. Off the ground. Right, now steady her up. Forward we go. Keep going. Beautiful. We've done it. We've done it. And back we go. Oh, Rick, this has been an amazing experience and brilliant piece of flying, if you don't mind me saying so.
Thank you very much, Nick.
I'll definitely fly with you again. Not a bad bit of flying at all, eh?
You look as if you enjoyed it.
I certainly enjoyed it. Well done, Rick. I thought that was excellent. He makes it look as easy as he makes directing look. Right then, I actually really did enjoy that day. If I wanted to learn how to fly a helicopter, Can I do it?
Yeah, you can. Rick talked about training as a civilian pilot.
Yeah.
Of course, another way of doing it is to train as a military pilot, where, of course, you will be paid for being taught how to fly. And I'd suggest the Royal Navy if you want to really go for it.
Of course, because Rick is a private pilot, isn't he?
That's the big difference, yes. He's a private pilot.
What about the money side of it? I mean, how much does something like this cost?
Oh, this would be a snip at about £65,000, I would have thought.
65 grand.
Mhm.
That's not bad. I actually thought it'd be much more than that, because that's cheaper than Rolls-Royce, isn't it?
Yep.
But of course, you don't get the car phone.
Oh, we get 2 radios.
Why's that? What's that for?
Well, you've got to talk to air traffic control and
Yeah.
all sorts of people.
Yeah.
And don't forget, this does 100 miles an hour and does 15 to the gallon. So it's not a bad little bargain, really.
And the best thing is you dodge over all the traffic.
That's true, that's true.
So if you've got a couple of thousand to spare, I really do recommend this. I really enjoyed that day. And of course, it's great fun, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of fun in aviation as well as hard work. And in fact, we're going to have a look now at the instructors at Culdrose flying the Sharks display team.
Great.
Well, a truly green helicopter as well, because you'll be pleased to know it runs on reduced lead fuel. Now, you probably guessed by now, it's that time. You know I've met Kylie earlier on, and, well, as you know, every time we meet, we get to know each other a bit better, as you'll hear in a moment. Oh, and listen very carefully, because in the background, you'll hear Kylie's brand new single. It's called Hand on Your Heart, and this is the first time ever in the world that it's been played. All right, then. Well, you've been over to England several times. Now, you must know this country fairly well. What are the sort of quirky things that you notice about Britain? Are there any quirks that you've noticed? Like eating fish and chips in newspaper.
Like eating, what's that thing you have, pies and mash? Or, What's that? It looks terrible. I had a taste one. It was all right, but it just looks disgusting.
What about English food? Is there anything particularly you like here that you can't get in Australia?
We get most things in Australia. No, I think we get most things, but I don't. If I tried to ask for pie and mash, that's what it is, isn't it? I wouldn't get it at home.
Is there something you'd have flown out especially for you?
Let's see. No, I know. There's this really good Italian place at home, just near where I live, and they have this nice sandwich. It's called focaccia, and it's almost like pizza bread, and you have cheese and tomato, and eggplant that's been like marinated for 6 months. It's beautiful.
Do you like food a lot then?
Yeah.
Yeah? Any quirky habits yourself?
I'm an absolute pig. Just ask Jennifer over there. My room's always a disgrace, and actually one thing I really hate is hanging up clothes, which is terrible because I'm always changing in and out of things.
What about housework and tidying up and so on?
Depends. Sometimes I'm all right. Usually I just leave it till it gets quite bad.
Now, I know you travel around a lot. You spend a couple of days in this country and pop over to that country for a few hours. How do you cope with all that?
It's not bad, actually. I try and just drink a lot of water, and obviously I don't drink alcohol on the plane because that really mucks you up. And I've just started drinking thyme tea, of all things.
What's that?
It's just the herb thyme.
Right.
And that's supposed to be good for air conditioning and on your throat.
Are you a bit of a sort of herbalist and natural remedy person?
Yeah, I am. I think I'm a bit of a hippie at heart.
Oh, I can see the scandal now. Kylie Minogue's a hippie.
Yeah.
Now, come on, Kylie, I want you to be our Motormouth spy.
Okay.
We've just got a new programme over here called Home and Away.
Yes.
Tell me all about it, because that's Australian as well.
Well, why did you have to ask me that? Because I've never seen it myself.
Haven't you?
It's on the Opposition Channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I know about it, and it's... I noticed in the paper there was Kylie versus the bitch, like we're in big competition. But
is that true?
Well, no, certainly not with me. With the shows there is, because I think Home and Away will soon be on the same time slot as Neighbours is on. So it's a lot like Neighbours as far as I know. It's the same basic outline. Neighbours worked, so I guess they thought they'd try another one.
And what about Home and Away in Australia? Was it very popular?
It's gaining popularity, yeah. I can't give it too big a rap, can I? I've got to be faithful.
And what about Neighbours? Will you go back ever, do you think?
Well, it doesn't look like it at the moment because I'm doing a movie soon, and then I'll be doing my second album, then promoting both of those. So, firstly, there's no time at the moment. So.
Would you like to, though, do you think, if you had more time?
If I had a lot of time, maybe I'll go back just for a short period. Certainly not for another 2.5 years.
So come on then, tell me about the film.
Well, it's called The Delinquents. It's based on a novel, and it's set in 50s Australia. And I'll be doing that in May. And David Bowie is one of the producers, so he'll be doing part or all of the soundtrack. And it's a love story.
Oh. And who's playing opposite you then?
Don't know yet.
Oh, really?
Got to keep some secrets, haven't
Well,
I?
we have, yes. Now that Jason's not with you, can you tell me some secrets? I mean, can he sing, for example?
Yeah, he can. He can. Sometimes he goes a bit overboard. When
In what
we,
way?
when I was working on Neighbours, he'd just be singing away and sort of like, yeah, Jason, we can hear you. But he's good.
Do you go out for drinks and do you socialise together?
Yeah, sometimes. We've actually got a few friends in common. At school, our schools weren't too far apart.
Right.
And I know some of his friends, which are my friends as well. And sometimes we'll go out and might just get, you know, like Guy or Annie or someone in the show. We'll just go out and get together. It's good fun.
Oh.
I should be so lucky.
You're lovely. Now, you might remember last week we set a competition. Shut up. We ran a competition last week to design an egg cup for a famous person. Well, we've had the winning design in. This has come from Mark Richards, and he's designed an egg cup for Dennis Healy. Those eyebrows there. Thank you very much, Mark. He comes from Somerset, and of course the prize was a limited edition Easter egg and a cream egg thrown in for good measure, not just for you, Mark, but for everyone in your class. Well
And
done.
we've got a brilliant runner-up here. This is an Easter egg cup for Jason Donovan. Too many broken eggs in the world. And that's from Kelly Kershaw, who lives in Lincoln, and she's 10. Well done, Kelly.
Excellent. Some great designs knocking around there, aren't there? We also had a competition to win all this model aeroplane stuff down here. It's an aircraft kit, engine, radio control unit, 2 videos, and 12-month subscription to an aircraft. Yeah, model aircraft magazine. That's the one. And we asked, what are the 4 main functions of a model aircraft control? And they are, I'm being well barracked here, the throttle to control the engine speed, the rudder to turn the aircraft, the ailerons to bank or roll it, and the elevator to make it climb or dive. And the first correct answer came from Wayne Sheridan. Well done, Wayne. All that model aeroplane stuff is on its way to you. Well done.
What a way to go.
so well.
I was under pressure then.
Oh, dear. Now, last week, you might remember, Mia came in and she showed us some great holographic T-shirts. There's one there. And we had 6 of these to give away. That's one of them. What we wanted to know was what were the 7 colours of the rainbow and could you draw them in the right order? And that order is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. 6 winners. You're about to see them on the bottom of the screen. So congratulations to Michelle Wickens, Melanie Fay, Ross Faulkner, Christopher White, Jonathan Coursey and Sarah White. Well done, congratulations.
Richard of York goes to battle in vain.
Yes.
Oh dear, I feel a song coming on.
Yes, red and yellow. So no, I don't think we'll go into that.
Last week, I also asked you, what is a vampire bat? Is it a bird, a fish, or a mammal? And the answer is...
Bird.
Oh,
No, it's a mammal.
It's a mammal. Yes, that's the correct answer. It's a mammal. And the winners were Andrea Sinnott, Rachel Curry and Ketan Kumar Ladd. And you each get a copy of The Curse of the Vampire Socks. It's a brilliant book. So well done.
Well done.
And also, a couple of weeks ago, we had a designer jumper competition. The winners were Josephine Buss and Darren Dale. These are the jumpers that they designed, and we've had them made up. And you'll be seeing those on sale in the high street shops.
Modelled by the lovely Tony and Neil, of
So
course.
well done, you two.
Brilliant.
Right, this is the moment I've all been waiting for. It's now time to show my holiday snaps.
Right, I'm off.
Yes, this is me in Egypt. If you remember, last week I took Jenny Page, the winner of Weird Dreams, and there she is. She's on Concorde. Yes, the last one there. There's me with a smug grin on my face. The reason for that is because that was actually taken at 9:25 last Saturday when this lot were working.
When we were suffering.
And I was on Concorde. Yes, I remember him. He actually ripped us off for a camel ride. He charges £10.
You can afford it.
No, I can't. And then £5 to get off the camel. We're in the wrong business, I tell
You knew too well.
Good grief.
We've got a couple of Easter cards from... Do you want to have a look at that one?
all right.
Oh, yeah, thanks for the Easter cards. We've
Some
got
lovely
some
Easter
smashing
eggs.
ones
This is
here.
a great one here from Mark and Karen Spiller. They're aged 7 and 5. They're from West Sussex.
And I've got one here from Davino Flavel, he's age 10, he lives in Dudley. Thank you very much.
And Bradley Barlow here says, I hope you have a lovely Easter. Well, thanks for those cards, and we hope you have a lovely Easter too.
And thanks to everyone who's written to us over the series. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
And here, Julian and Caroline.
Hello.
Morning. Morning.
Order, but, you know.
We've got some Easter messages
You've been
soon.
laying in this morning, have you?
Oh, we have been laying in. We've been watching Motormouth.
We've been watching you, dears.
Come and do your Saturday job.
Now, the first message we've got here says, to Boo Boo. Serious. Hope you are being good from Big Boo Boo. P.S. Hi, Mum.
I've got a message here for Ben Hines from Mum. Will you stop watching Motormouth and get ready to go shopping?
No. What else is there to do?
And another funny name one to Uncle Doodah. From Mum, Dad and Claire. Have a happy Easter from Nicholas.
And I've got one to Pooh Bear, Jemmy Wemmy. How about a chocolate mouse? Love Auntie I.
Where do you think these things are?
The last
and
one.
to Fred, we miss you. Ring soon. Lots of love. Joey, Tricia, Derek and Elaine.
Oh, brilliant.
And don't you forget it. Have we got time for a quick one? To Rocky Ridge and Douglas, happy Easter, love Fluffy Abby.
Good.
Over to you guys.
Now, apparently we've got a link up with somebody who's trapped in a ghost train. I think his name's Gerard. Let's just go and see if he's there. Gerard!
Hello, Spacelings. Welcome to ET-TV, Extraterrestrial Television. I'm Gerard, live on the Ghost Train. And on the Ghost Train, we have the real Ghostbusters, Bugs Bunny, Wake Up, Tales from the Crypt, Wipeout and Early Days on Ghost Train. I'm back,
He
I'm
seems to be a
on the
Gary
right
Glitter fan as
track,
well.
I'm on the right
Gerard,
track.
Gerard, hello.
I don't believe
Gerard.
it. I've contacted an alien. Hello, I'm Gerard. You're on Ghost Train.
Excuse me, thanks for the compliment, but I'm not an alien, thank you.
No?
I'm Andrea, yes, Andrea, and this is Motormouth.
An android from the planet's Motormouth.
No, not the
No.
planet Motormouth, this is the programme Motormouth, and this is the planet Earth as well, actually. British television.
I'm on Motormouth.
British television, you're on television.
No. Brilliant. You can help me. You see, the thing is that I'm in prison. Help me. Within the ghost train. Right? And thing is that the ghost train.
Excuse me, do you always do that noise after you say ghost train?
Yeah. Ghost train. Yeah. It's kind of like a catchphrase. Try it. Ghost train. No, just look, forget it. Look, I need 3 people to come and get me.
What 3 people?
These 3 people. Watch this. Well, that's Frances, yeah. She owns the ghost train, which has inherited it from her grandmother, you see, because she's...
Are you feeling all right, Gerard?
I'm feeling fine, thank you.
Yeah, anyway, tell me about these 3 people. Francis, yes?
Yeah, well, see, she owns the ghost train. It's been left to her in a will. But Barry Mafia, right, he's got it, you see. And so they need to come and get me and, like, take the ghost train out. But she can only do it with a couple of friends,
And you
right?
haven't met them yet?
No, I haven't met them yet. See, she needs to do it with Sabra, right? Sabra, I'm giving you Sabra now.
No, it's not working.
It's not working, no?
You're only human after all, aren't you?
Right, that's Sabra, right? That's Sabra, and
Who's
she's...
the 3rd person?
He's Paul. Paul. You see, he's actually worked for Barry Mafia, right? He used to work on the ghost train with me sometimes, right? And what he needs to do is get in touch with the other 2. But apparently, I think actually he's living in a tent in the back garden. So what he wants to do is get in touch with Paul, Francis and Sabra, and they should come and rescue me now.
This sounds very complicated.
And, well, it'll all become clear, I promise you.
How long have you been communicating with the aliens?
Oh, what's the time now?
I've got a watch on.
Well, about 14 years.
14 years, and have you made contact at all?
Oh, no, not yet, but I'm trying. I keep going...
And there's this geezer called Barry Mafia, too.
Yeah, well, what can I say about Barry Mafia? Barry Mafia, right, is this bloke, right, who...
Gerard. Gerard.
Barry Mafia now.
Gerard, looks like we've lost Gerard. Never mind. We'll find out what happened to Gerard. I expect he can look after himself. Next Saturday, 9:25 on Ghost Train. Be there.
Yes. Enough for one day, I say. Julian, what's happening tomorrow?
Oh, what's happening tomorrow?
Caroline, please. You think about me, don't you? Like Julian and Caroline, wrong way round. Hi. Well, tomorrow, Sunday's Motormouth is also the last in the current series, and we're having a big party. We've got a band in called the Deltones, and we're having a ska party. Now, ska music's going to be the next big thing,
So if you've got to be hip, you've got to be there.
And for the party, I've got invitations for you three, so pass those invitations down. And don't need them at the moment.
Thank you, so generous.
Also, on the theme of music, we've got Aswad, and I've been told that when you talk to Aswad, absolutely anything can happen. So that's tomorrow.
Plus, we'll be having the highlights. You're all invited to this as well.
Good.
The highlights of Motormouth from the whole of Series 1. So watch that too.
And I
can promise you.
I can guarantee you'll see this man, Tony Gregory, as you've absolutely never, ever seen him before.
Without hairspray.
No, that wasn't very nice, was it? So that's
news
all
to me.
on Motormouth on Sunday, the last one of the series, as you know, and that starts at 9:25, so watch that too.
And all will be revealed. Well, that is the last Saturday Motormouth for this series. We'll be back in September, definitely, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's one thing left to do. Boogie with Brother Beyond.
Yay! See ya! Let's go!
See ya!
Whenever I meet you, you give me such a runaround. The more that I see you, the more you just put me down. Even in front of all my friends, you just wanna hurt me. But I'll never give up hoping till I make you mine. The harder I try, the further away from me it's slipping. I go on trying to make you love me. I wanted to see you. I call you on the telephone just to be near you. They tell me that you're not home. I guess you could say that I'm a fool to want you so badly. But I'll never give up hoping till I make you mine. The harder I try, the further